Boy, do I know how this mom feels. You're at home, ready to pull your hair out because your kid won't try one friggin' piece of broccoli, and you got Susie Perfect over here complaining about her overachiever 4-year-old not finishing the sushi she made for dinner last night. Michelle here from Champions for Our Children, and this question came directly from one of our newest members to our group on Facebook, and it is: how do you deal with friends who have children that do not have special needs, and they complain to you about how stressed they are, and in your head you just want to slap them? Boy, do I know how this mom feels. You're at home, ready to pull your hair out because your kid won't try one friggin' piece of broccoli, and you got Susie Perfect over here complaining about her overachiever 4-year-old not finishing the sushi she made for dinner last night. Or how awful her life is that her 2-year-old was potty trained in one weekend but still wakes up occasionally wet and she has to change the sheets twice a week. I want her life. Or her little boy is invited to all of these birthday parties on the same weekend when you'd throw a party for a stranger's kid just to get your kid on an invite list. If you know what I'm talking about, then you've been tip-mommed. What's tip-mommed, you ask? When a mother of a typical child complains to you, a mother of an atypical child, about her first world parenting problems. First, I want to say that most of the time, these moms are so oblivious to what they're saying or who they're saying it to that the tip is usually not intentionally done to hurt anybody. But they are our friends, and as such, they feel they are welcome to share these troubles with you, another mom friend. This aggravation will pop up in us atypical moms, but it will most definitely boil over when we might be keeping our feelings and our own parenting problems to ourselves. So I ask you this. Does your tip mom friend know what you're going through? Have you shared with her that your child is on the spectrum? Or you suspect something's wrong? Does she even know how hard this is for you? Does she understand you're grieving the typical childhood you thought your child would have? If not, we really can't be too hard on tip mom. I know a lot of us parents in the club, so to speak, keep to ourselves. We don't share because we might be ashamed or afraid of feeling someone's pity, but this is your friend. So this is not doing your friendship with this friend any favors. A real friendship is a two-way street. You have to let her support you like she expects you to support her. By doing this, you're going to strengthen the bond you have with this friend. She's going to stop and feel compassion and love for you, and more than she already has, and she's going to be honored you went deep with her. She will become your rock. Now, she still should be able to share with you when she's had a bad day, but I guarantee that if you are communicating what you're going through with her, it won't be to the point where you want to strangle her. Now, if we're talking about a acquaintance or like a random mom at the bus stop, number one, why do you care? Who cares what this lady thinks? She's not even a friend. And number two is you have to understand, even if it's obvious to you or it seems obvious to you that your child has a disability, it's not necessarily obvious to everybody unless you have a conversation with them. And I know what you're thinking. How could they not know? When people are talking specifically about their own problems, they've got tunnel vision. They're super selfish in the sense that they just want to talk about their problems. They're not thinking about, oh, wait a minute, by talking about this, am I bothering, this lady over here that I hardly know? No, they're not thinking that way. I know I don't think that way. People do this. Everybody does this. When I'm talking about my problems, I'm not thinking, well, wait a minute, could I just be offending this person over here? Nobody's thinking like that. So if it's an acquaintance or not even an acquaintance, it's just some random person, don't care. Just appreciate, you know what? She has no idea. Even if it seems obvious to you, she probably has no idea. The only way that you can bring clarity to that type of situation is just like what you would do for a friend that you actually have. And you're not going to do that for an acquaintance. So you need to just take a step back and say, listen, this person's just got no clue, and just not even care. But if you do care, and this is where I was thinking that this question was coming from, is when it is your friend. And if it is your friend, you need to be clear. Friendships are two-way streets. Give her the chance to be the good friend to you. And then maybe it won't be so bad and you won't want to kill her or slap her or whatever. You get what I'm saying. Oh, my love, I hope this was helpful. Talk to you soon.